issue at hand is whether, unlike campaign promises of the past, we intend to back our rhetoric with action. We are now engaged in a debate about committing more troops to what can only be described as an ill-conceived, poorly planned, and misguided attempt to bring some sort of stability to a region that has suffered terribly since the President first decided to go it alone and make his stamp upon history for better or worse. Although I must admit it has even become difficult to remember the exact reason the President used to justify his decision to take us to war in Iraq. But allow me to briefly summarize for you the reasons that the President has given the American public in his attempt to justify his decision to go to war. Number one, weapons of mass destruction. There were none. Number two, the nuclear threat. There was none. Number three, links to al-Qaeda. There were none. And yet now, when we debate the wisdom of sending more than 20,000 young men and women into battle in this so-called surge, we are expected to trust an administration which has been so consistently wrong, and it is difficult to remember that we are in Iraq fighting for a war whose justification has not been justified at all. So, and at this point, when we look at the state of our of the readiness of our military, it's been called into question. Recruiting, the Army has failed to achieve its recruitment goals by 17.8% in 2006. And moreover, recruitment quality has suffered. The percentage of Army recruits with high school diplomas has declined. The above-average mental category test scores of our recruits have declined, and the number of recruits scoring in the lowest acceptable mental category has increased. Our retention rates are soft. We've got over 3,000 killed in Iraq, 20,000 plus wounded. Meanwhile, we're having problems with our equipment shortfalls, which are glaring in the combat theater and also for our non-deployed personnel who are in the process of training to be deployed to Iraq and who cannot be properly trained without adequate equipment. And then we've got the issue of multiple deployments, people having been deployed 3 and even 4 times to the theater, but yet this President proposes to send an additional 22,000 troops plus support personnel into this civil war in Iraq, where we are simply sitting ducks and falling victim to ever sophisticated improvised explosive devices, i.e. roadside bombs. And this killing is continuing at exorbitant rates. And so this is what we are here to talk about with this resolution. And it's important for the American public to know that we support our military. We definitely want to see them do the job that they must do. However, this troop surge is wrong. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Thank you. I'll yield back.
The gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman from Missouri.
I thank the gentleman